Today I'd like to tell you the story of how I ended up stranded on a boat in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, eating the best damn ceviche of my life. But before I do that, let me make a coffee and I will graciously start from the beginning. At that point, I'd been staying in Mangra for 2 weeks, and in the town, you see fishermen everywhere. They're repairing their nets, they're hanging out. So I started to ask them, what are you fishing for? And I had kind of an idea, which was really like the ceviche, and what's probably the most fresh ceviche I could get, straight from the source. So almost as soon as I showed up, I remember asking a couple of them, what time do you guys leave? Trying to figure out how I could figure out a way to get on the boats. And the answer, which I could have guessed, was incredibly early. They left around like 2 a.m. To go on their trips. So I delayed for probably 2 weeks, almost my entire trip. I was just like, thought about going, and then finally one night, I finished my shift at 1 a.m. and I just sent it. And so the day came. I worked till 1 a.m. and at 2 a.m. I took a tuk-tuk to the dock. Let's go! But waiting. And waiting. And this is the security guard. He told me that they'd come. But mostly we chilled. But after a while, come they did. And so I knew my offer of free work wouldn't be easy, so I onslaughted the incoming fishermen with my spiel. I was tall, I was gringo, and most important, I would even pay to be on this boat with them. I laughed thinking back at my blind confidence that this would work. To men who fish 365 days a year. A lanky white man saying he could help them. And so naturally I received rejection after rejection. They told me their boats were too small, they told me they couldn't fit me, and they told me they were going too far out. Excuses, excuses, excuses. But I couldn't blame them. After 7 rejections, I was defeated, to say the least. I thought that catching the boat would be at least somewhat easier than the fishing part, but it wasn't. That is until my saving graces arrived. 2 young fishermen who, when they heard me say cash, made their offer of 100 soles, or around $25 US. And as I mulled it over and looked at my success prior, or lack thereof, I knew I should take the offer. So I did, and off we were to fish. And well, we actually caught fish almost immediately, thanks to these guys' handy garments, which they were using, which is crazy high tech. Meanwhile, we caught them using hand rigs, which was very low tech. But I caught a couple and I started to learn how to feel for bites, and that was quite fun. After a couple hours though, the engine stopped working and we were stranded. Uh-oh. At first, I took a nap in response because, like I said earlier, I had slept very little. But when I woke up to find that the engine still didn't work, I became worried, to say the least. And that feeling only worsened when I asked what we were to do. The response they had was that we could drift back, which sounded like a terrible plan. But nevertheless, we kept fishing. And we caught more and more. And Carlos, the head guy here, he even caught a huge one.
Oh my god!
And after our cooler was half full, we took a break to eat some handmade ceviche with the little ones. The big ones we kept for later. And Carlos chefed up until I finally got to see my idea come to fruition. Eating fresh ceviche hand caught. And it was so cool.
Fill the room with smoke so harsh as she exhales a memory. The past is fading over time, but it's still hanging on for life.
But like I said, we were still stuck. So the other fishermen gave us a tug back to the dock, and we made it safely onto shore. The boys gifted me 6 fish, which I ended up bringing back to my hostel and making my own ceviche that I shared with friends and staff, because what better way to brag about an adventure than an excellent meal.
And they raise a toast, pull it right. Whiskey kills all things in time, like things she don't remember. Past is fading over time, but it's still hanging on for life.
Yes.
This particular adventure is one of those things where the videos of it match almost exactly the excitement that I felt during it. It was an incredible experience in that I got to see how to catch the fish, prepare the fish, and most importantly, eat it right there. And that, of course, made it taste that much better. While traveling, I get easily frustrated by the tourist bullshit. They present you tours for this, tours for that, and you pay. But this, even though I paid, was a proper and authentic experience. And of course, I got to meet some pretty cool fishermen. And for that, I'm thankful. And thankful to you for watching. Hope you have a great day.